Maple carried invisible scars long before she found her forever home. Passed from one family to another, she had learned that people often disappeared just when she began to trust them. By the time she arrived at her new home, fear had become her quiet companion. Yet no one could have imagined that the gentle voice of a curious little boy would heal wounds that years of uncertainty had left behind. Maple arrived at her new home carrying the quiet weight of too many fresh starts. She flinched when hands moved too quickly toward her. Loud, sudden sounds made her pull back and press against the fence. Her eyes, dark and watchful, carried the particular wariness of an animal that had learned not to settle in too soon.
Did you have another one? So sweet. So sweet.
The family who brought her home wasn't a finished farm with a polished stable. They were simply a woman who had dreamed of a horse since she was a girl, and who had seen Maple's picture one afternoon and felt something she couldn't quite name. Love gave her the courage to say yes before she felt entirely ready. But Maple wasn't ready either. Not yet.
What'd you do? I missed it. Let me see it again. I don't believe it.
She accepted the care, the grain, the brushing, the clean stall, but she kept a careful distance from the people offering. Trust, for a horse who had been moved so many times, wasn't something that came with a new address. Then came a morning that changed the whole direction of the story. Little Colton, just past his first birthday, made his way toward the barn in that unsteady, determined way that very young children move. He called out to the horse, not a command, just the pure, delighted sound of a small child greeting something he found wonderful. Maple lifted her head.
Wait. A kiss on the nose.
She stood still for a moment, ears turned forward, eyes fixed on the boy, and then, without any coaxing, she walked toward him, slowly, deliberately, as if she had already made a decision. Everyone watching went quiet.
Oh, there she goes. There she's trying to take it.
No one had taught her to do that. No one had trained her to respond to his voice. She simply moved toward Colton the way animals sometimes move toward the one person in a room who holds no fear, no history, and no expectations. That was where something began to shift in her.
Uh-oh, it fell down. It fell down. Can you get it? We'll get down and get it.
The days that followed showed a horse that was learning to exhale. She slowed her movements whenever Colton was nearby, adjusting her size, her weight, her whole presence to match his smallness. When he raised his tiny hand toward her face, she lowered her head to meet it. When he brushed her coat in uneven, wandering strokes, she stood perfectly still. When he wrapped his small arms around her neck, she held the kind of stillness that takes a great deal of trust to find.
I almost forgot this. I'm really doing this.
Yeah, when you were little.
Morning after morning, Colton and his mother walked out to the barn together. They cleaned the stall and filled the water and offered treats from open palms. And every time Colton stepped outside and called across the pasture, Maple would lift her ears, raise her head, and make her way to him. Not because she had been trained to, because she wanted to.
Did you just lick it?
No, I did the latest. I said,
Oh.
I just do that.
She's searching.
Maple came to this family carrying the weight of too many goodbyes, and somehow a small boy with open hands was exactly what she had been waiting for all along. Rescuing an animal changes their world, but looking at this journey, I often wonder who truly rescued whom. What are your thoughts on this? Let's share a moment in the comments.